Howdy folks, it's been about 2 weeks since I got this Thin Lizzy 1976, so I thought I'd give you a little review of it. Some of you who may not have seen my riveting unboxing of this probably asking yourselves, why is he reviewing something that came out last year? So I'll run through the story again. Here's the cover page. It is a Japanese import. Real quick, I pre-ordered this thing last year from a seller on eBay. Like probably 3 months ahead of time. Early August 8th. It was supposed to arrive that day. I got a refund from the seller. No explanation, nothing. Just never heard from them. They just refunded my money and went about their business. So I reordered it from an independent seller on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And after about 2 months, my order was just canceled on that one with no explanation. So I tracked down this seller on eBay. I ended up paying about $35 more than what my original pre-order price was from the original eBay seller. But I had my heart set on it by this time. So, of course, I had to have it. There's the back page. In Japanese. The Japanese lyric sheet. So, yeah, but it is cool to have the Japanese version. So, the CDs, the first one has Jailbreak, the original mix, and then Jailbreak, the new stereo mix. Both sound great. There's a disc in there. It also comes with the Blu-ray, audio Blu-ray, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's an audio Blu-ray. I did not listen to it because I don't have a Blu-ray player. But anyway, the new stereo mix, I still prefer the original mix because that's what I'm used to. But it doesn't sound terrible at all, like some new mixes sound really awful. Most everything's kind of just pulled up to where it's all level, except for the vocals, which are a little more out front. There's little tidbits added in, little intros, little outros, mostly spoken stuff that's there. So it's cool. And then CD2 is Johnny the Fox, same thing, original mix, new stereo mix, same thing on that one. CD3 is the Jailbreak outtakes. And then it's got a BBC session on the end there with 4 songs. These are just like the in-studio BBC stuff. They're not in front of a crowd. But some of these are cool. They're listed, some of them are listed as demos and take ones, and acoustic. But a lot of these, especially on the Jailbreak outtakes, they just sound like run-throughs. Like they're just flushing them out. Phil, he's not monotone, but he's not going for it vocally. He's just kind of singing. So it sounds more like they're just like doing a couple of playthroughs. I mean, they all sound really good. You get some instrumental stuff on here too, which is really good. I should have put another light on in here so I could read this shit better, knowing how crappy my eyesight is. Then Johnny the Fox outtakes, same thing. There's a lot more instrumental work going on these. Like the first one, Johnny instrumental take 2. It's just the riff for Johnny being played with Brian Robertson just soloing the entire time for 4.5 minutes. It also has a BBC session on it. Same thing, 4 songs. Sounds like in the studio stuff. And then your live stuff, you get the Live in Cleveland show, May 1976. I looked it up. That's kind of like in the middle of the tour. If you don't know, that tour got canceled after about 32 dates. Phil came down with hepatitis, and we can all speculate why that happened. So they had to cancel the tour. This one, like I said, this date is like halfway in between. It's in the middle of the tour. I went and looked it up. Band is on fire. The crowd is a little lackluster. Now this is 2 months after Jailbreak came out, and even like when Phil introduces the new single, "The Boys Are Back in Town," the crowd's just like, woo. I mean, they don't even, there's hardly any even reaction to it. I mean, they do get more into the show as it goes on, but I mean, one thing that made me look it up was because I was like, I wonder is Thin Lizzy the headliner or opener on this tour? Because, like I said, the crowd wasn't all that enthusiastic. But no, they were the headliner. The opener was a band called Paris, which I'm assuming was a local band, because I couldn't find anything on them. Even though the name sounded kind of familiar, I couldn't find anything on them. But this kind of getting in the weeds, but I found it interesting. When I saw that Paris was there, I wanted to look and see if Paris was on any of these other dates with them, which they weren't, which makes me think that that's why they were a local band. But the last date on the tour was in Omaha, and it appears that Thin Lizzy was the headliner with Ian Gillan Band, Nazareth, and Slade. That would have been a cool show. And then, sorry if my hand's in the way, I know this is. In Santa Monica, let me double check, but I believe it looked like Thin Lizzy were the headliner here too. Yeah, it looks like they were the headliner there too, but that was with Journey was the opener, 1976. That would have been Journey's second album. Terre Haute, Indiana on May 26th. They were with, this is another great show. Thin Lizzy was the opener, but the headliner was Rush with Aerosmith in the middle. That would have been an amazing triple bill. And then I think the other ones I saw, Detroit Detroit was a band called Pavlov's Dog. I'm assuming they were a local band. And then Racine, Wisconsin was, dang it, what was her name? It's insignificant, but it's going to bother me that I'll leave it hanging. Episode, so probably another band. And then the Cleveland show with Paris. So anyway, long story short, this is a killer box set. It sounds awesome. Band's on fire. This is the peak of their powers. Jailbreak, Johnny the Fox, my favorite. Here's the book that came with it. I imagine that the reason my first 2 orders were canceled was because this thing was probably selling really well. Maybe they didn't order enough copies. Maybe it said, screw that guy, we ain't letting him buy that at that price. We're selling these for $30 more than what we originally thought. We'll just pretend like we ran out. So, even if either of those 2 people would have still been the cheaper option, I would not have gone back and bought from them. after they just left me hanging with zero explanation. So anyway, there we go. Yeah, it's 10 out of 10. If you're a Lizzy fan, you gotta have it, or at least put it on the want list. Like I said, I imagine these things started going up in price, which is why my first 2 pre-orders got canceled. So I really don't know what they're going for now. How do I always put these things when I'm on the camera and I can never do them? So yeah, like I said, I paid $35 more for this one than my original price, but I had my heart set on it at that point, and I was not going to be denied. So you just have to decide. Like I said, I don't know what they're going for right now. I imagine the price has probably gone up significantly. So maybe put it on the want list. Maybe somebody will get it for you for Christmas this year. And if you could hear in the background, it's playing Tigers of Pantang, The Cage. I had just moved. I misplaced this CD and just found it the other day. Been looking for it for a month. So very happy to have found this again. This was a part of that 5 CD set, the MCA years that I picked up a few months ago. Alrighty, you guys have a good one.